Hi, morning everyone. Welcome back to my live broadcast. Okay, so today I will talk about fear and confusion and how to deal with fear and confusion when we trade stocks. It's very important because we always say success in the stock market equals to knowledge plus tool plus mindset, right? So how to deal with fear and confusion, this is a very important part of your mindset, right? And because recently the market performance is also quite volatile, and it drop, and after drop it give us some ris- uh, give us some rebound, right? So some people said it's soft. So can someone else do someone else have the same problem? Do you also feel the sound is too soft? Give me some feedback. Okay, I just checked. I think it's the problem on your side, not my side. I already checked on my side. The sound is okay, and I have tested. I think you need to adjust the volume on your side. Okay, so I was saying that recently the market performance, especially the U.S., right? So if we check the U.S. market Nasdaq, we see the price drop below the yellow lines of homely rainbow. It dropped below the yellow lines of homely rainbow, and then give us a very for rebounded for 2 days. Then another big drop, 23rd September, another big drop, and then another 2 days forceful rebound. This is last Friday. It's a very forceful rebound, and people are saying, "Well, is it the beginning of a new round of rally?" Some people are saying that, right? And some others are saying, "Wow, it's just a trap. It's a trick." So what is the truth? So I believe a lot of people, or most of people, are confused, cannot understand the market performance now, right? So that's why many people are confused now. And on the other hand, we always have this fear buried deep in our heart. Maybe even if when the market is extremely bullish, deep in our heart, we still feel a hint of we still feel a hint of fear, right? So because stock investment, no 100% accuracy rate, no one can guarantee that. That's why deep in our heart, we always have such kind of fear. And especially when the market become volatile, sideways, so no clear direction, such kind of fear can be even greater, right? So today I'm going to talk about how can we deal with the fear and the confusion. Okay, and before we begin, I still need to remind you that all the stocks mentioned in the video are for the purpose of demonstration and education, not recommendation. So investors should be aware of the risks involved in stock trading and take full responsibilities for their own tradings. And also, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, can click this subscribe button. Beside the subscribe button, you will see a bell. Make sure you turn on the bell and choose the option all so that you will be informed immediately in future when I have new uploadings. And also, I will really appreciate it if you can share my video with more people and allow more people to join us to learn and improve together. And your encouragement will be my biggest promotion. Okay. motivation. Okay. Okay. So about the market performance. So do you still remember last session? Last Friday, I introduced you to a new theory called reflexivity, right? So, reflexivity by George Soros, and I mentioned based on the reflexivity theory, so our expectations about the reality will greatly influence the reality itself, and the reality and that kind of reality also re, would influence our expectations about reality. There is an interaction between the expectation and the reality, right? And currently, what situation we are in for the general market performance for the indexes, either it's for US or for Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, it will be the same. Because all the global indexes, they are closely related with each other. Because last Friday the US rebounded, forceful rebound. So today we see Hong Kong and STI, Hang Seng Index and STI, they all give us a forceful rebound up until now, right? So we talk about any index is the same. So what kind of situation we are in? I mentioned last Friday that when the price dropped below the last yellow line of homely rainbow, means majority of participants in the stock market are finally confirmed that now we are entering a bearish market for at least a medium term. Let's say at least a medium term, the market become bearish, become weak, right? So majority of participants have come to such a conclusion when the price dropped below the yellow line of homely rainbow, or you can say 60 days moving average, right? It's the same thing. So means currently a negative a negative expectation about the market performance has been formed, a new expectation, because previously before that we are in extremely bullish market. Majority of people are expecting the market quite bullish and keep being bullish until recently, after the yellow tai chi signal, the price dropped below the low price of the yellow tai chi, and then continue dropping further until price dropped below the last yellow line. So majority of people come to the conclusion, well, currently market already turned the direction from previously bullish to bearish. Bearish for at least a medium term. We cannot say it's already bearish for a very long time. No one can say that now. But at least for medium term, the market had turned bearish or turned weak, right? So means now we are at the beginning of a new expectation about the market, which is market already turned bearish and turned weak. And then what would happen if, let's say, last two trading days is a very forceful rebound, and if the price tonight can continue give us another forceful rebound and go back above the yellow line of homely rainbow again, means what? This new expectation about the market performance hasn't yet been completely formed. Means it's the beginning, but it can be interrupted, it can be broken if tonight or recently the market continue to go up to give us rebound and back above the yellow lines. Means this new expectation about the market performance, about market has been interrupted. This pessimistic expectation, right, has been interrupted, and then the market still would remain volatile between the yellow lines and the previous yellow tai chi signal. I mentioned that, right? Yeah, but if recent 2 days the price failed to break up the yellow lines, then turn downward again. So means this new expectation about the market performance will be strengthened. which is the market turned bearish, already turned weak for medium term, will be strengthened, and then the market would be more likely to drop further to touch the blue lines and get some support maybe, then some other ups and downs, means sideways between the yellow line and the blue line. Okay, so we see the fear and confusion, right? So if you can predict, or you know what to expect in future, you will not be confused. So if you have learned the theory about reflexivity, so you will know very clearly what kind of place or situation the market is in now. Okay, so I mentioned currently we are at the beginning of a new expectation about the market performance, which is a pessimistic, a negative expectation. Market turned weak, turned bearish for at least medium term. And if the price unable to break up the resistance here, then we know this expectation, new expectation, will be strengthened, and the market would continue dropping further to touch the support levels below, and then maybe become volatile there, right? And if recently the price can continue going up, rebound, then we know that this new expectation about the market performance will be interrupted. It would fail, and then but still the market will remain volatile for a while between the yellow lines, the support of the yellow lines, and the resistance of the previous yellow Tai Chi signal. Okay, so that's for the index. So what we are expecting in future for the indexes, either for US or for Singapore or Malaysia or Hong Kong, because US can represent the global market performance. So I'm just showing you US as an example. Okay, so this is how to deal with the index. And then secondly, if the index become weak, either it becomes weak, bearish, or it remain volatile for a while in future. So how to deal with the individual stocks? So how to trade in for individual stocks, right? So if we know how to trade during this period, when the market is tricky to trade, then you will be less confused. You will feel less fearful. You will be less frightened because you know what to do. You know what to expect. You know that your risk is low and your success rate is high. Your probability is high. Although we cannot guarantee 100% success rate, but we can guarantee a very high success rate, and we can fend off, we can successfully avoid the big drops, the great danger. So if we can make sure that, we will feel less frightened. Okay, because it's impossible to totally eliminate the fear buried deep in our heart, but it's possible to uh, to to relieve our fears, to make us less fearful, to make us more confident, right? So how to do it? The best way I actually shared with you before is to stick to the strong stocks. Always trade strong stocks. Then naturally your risk will be extremely low, and your success rate will be extremely high. Okay, so what kind of stocks are strong stocks? So you still remember the criteria I shared with you in previous videos. Firstly, at least the share should be in uptrend, right? So long term should be up. Medium term, better it is up. Okay, and then the other most important thing is this share has this share must be be controlled by the big boys, means there is a lot of big boys participating, buying this share. So that's the key factor to all the strong stocks, either Singapore, Malaysia, US, or other markets is the same. If the share is strong, there is no doubt that the big boys are taking control. For example, let me show you some individual shares so that you can understand what I talk about. So, do you still remember Julian Chemical? Okay, so I mentioned Julian Chemical last Friday. You still remember Julian? Last Friday, I mentioned it because you check uptrend, right? Price above the yellow lines, and big boys around 50%. And last Friday, the retailers decreased significantly. And what's more, it's the first rate cycle last Friday, right? It's the first rate cycle last Friday. And then what's the performance for Julian Chemical today? You check C8R, the real-time chart. Yeah, so you see today it continue going up. So now it has risen 3.92%, right? So if you have paid attention to this, so maybe you already uh uh if you're homely member, if you're homely member, maybe you already bought this one because it's the buy point last Friday, and today it's confirmed. The buy point is confirmed. So for homely members, you can monitor and you can trade based on the instructions of the indicator. So if in near future a drop and the circle turn white, we just stop loss. Okay, so the software, homely software, the indicators, they are not guaranteeing you 100% accuracy rate. Means maybe Jyotia you buy, then maybe it didn't really go up, and then in near future a drop and turn the white circle, but it doesn't matter. You stop loss. You follow the indicator, you stop loss, and then you will not lose much. But this method success rate is very high, 87%, around 87%. As long as you stick to the method, you stick to the strong stocks with big boys taking control, most of the times you will make profit. And sometimes it's even great profit, 20%, 30%, even more in just a very short time, several days. So a lot of homely members have achieved such kind of performance. I know a lot, right? Especially some new members recently joined. Okay, so you always stick to this kind of strong stock. So why is it so fearsome? It's not that much fearsome, right? So nothing to fear about because you know your success rate is high. You stick to this kind of share, your success rate is high. You know that your risk very low, and you know that you know what to expect, when to sell, when to stop loss. So if it turn to white circle, you sell, you stop loss. That's it. So it's very simple. Making profit is not that difficult in the stock market. Okay, so this is Julian Chemical. Even previously I mentioned about the healthcare stocks, right? So let's say for Meditech, right? So Meditech, after the first cycle, and the following day, there's a confirmation. After we buy until now, the price remains sideways there, right? So no rise, no drop. It's just a sideways there, right? But what we see is, if you check deviation expert, when the price sideways there, the money is keeping flowing in. When money flow in before the price really go up, then we will have even a higher probability that the price can go up in future. Only that the yellow lines of rainbow, very strong resistance, the price needs more power, more energy to break up the resistance. Considering now the money is flowing in, then means the price is waiting for the accumulation of energy. In it, once it accumulate to a certain amount, If it's strong enough, then the price maybe would break up the resistance. What if it cannot break up the resistance? Doesn't matter. If it turn to white circle, stop loss. You will not lose much. But you stick to the method, your success rate is very high. And also for some other Singapore shares, iFast. Okay, so for iFast, when we have the first red circle, I mentioned it. 14th September, I mentioned iFast because that's the first red circle and it's strong uptrend and big boys, a lot of big boys, more than 50%, and first red circle. But when after the first red circle, the price didn't really break up the high of the first red circle. So that's why the price didn't go up. A drop first to touch the red circle and also the yellow line get support, and recently it's slowly beginning to going up. And today we check the current performance. For today, the price is around the same level as the high price of the first red circle candle. So this one also may have a potentiality in future, and at least it's safe. It's safe. Okay, at least it's safe and it has potentiality, and maybe it's great potentiality in future. Considering this is a long time sideway, it didn't drop much. It just sideways there for a very long time. Ever since August 18th until now, it's more. 1 month and a half, more than 1 month and a half already. So roughly 2 months. 2 months. So that's a significant sideway or significant correction here, right? Once the price really break up the sideway platform, it may give us some surprise. Okay, so iFast, and still remember I also mentioned about Yanzhou previously, right? So for Yanzhou, I mentioned it because it's around the birth of dark horse. It's around the white lines of homely rainbow. Once the price confirmed can break up the white lines of homely rainbow, then it may change from long-term bearish to long-term bullish. So let's check the end of the chart. It's more clear, much more clearer than the real-time chart, BS6. Okay, so today we also see the price rebounded a bit, but it's still white circle. Today is still white circle, right? So you check, it's still white circle today. It's still white circle today. You might argue, what if in near future it turn to red circle? If it turn to red circle in near future and we get the confirmation, means after the red circle, the close price can be higher than the high price of the first red circle candle, then you can try to buy for short term. What if it failed? Doesn't matter. You stop loss. But the success rate, I tell you, you follow the circle, follow the indicators, success rate is high. Maybe you are not lucky this time, but you cannot be unlucky every time because the system, the success rate is very high. If you fail this time or next time, then most likely you will be successful for the rest. Success rate is 87%. Okay, means this one for homely members you can monitor this one with the indicators. If in near future you see the circle turn rate, and what's more, if we have big boys appear and big boys increase to be more than 25%, then it will be even much more reliable. The rebound can be or the rally can be much more reliable with big boys increase to be more than 25%. Okay, you can follow it. Even if it failed after the first red circle and the following day there's a confirmation you buy, but it didn't really go up. When it turned to white circle, you stop loss. So the worst to expect, you already know the worst to expect. What is the worst to expect? Then of course you don't need to fear too much, right? Because you already know the worst. Then nothing can be even worse, right? Worse can be worse. So then you naturally won't feel too frightened, right? And your loss will not be that much. It will just be some small loss. But once you catch some rally, your profit might be gigantic, might be great in just a short time. Okay, so this is for Singapore, and I think there's another one called the Sunningdale. Sunningdale, previously I also mentioned about this before, BHQ. These are all uptrend stocks. Only they currently still white circle, right? So white circle, wait for the signal. Wait for it turn to right circle. Turn to red circle, maybe we need to wait for the money begin to flow in. But you check big boy still around 50%, means it still have potentiality in future. We just need to wait for the completion of the sideway, the short-term correction here. We need to wait for the red circle come, okay? And this is for Singapore. For US, it's the same. You stick to the strong stocks. For example, Caterpillar, right? Caterpillar. If you check, this is the first red circle. After first red circle, the price above the close price just for 1 day and then drop, right? Drop to get support at the red circle. So you see, when you see this, maybe previously I shared with you half level of long bullish candle, right? So if you see the price drop below the half level, you can do stop loss first. You can do stop loss. After you do stop loss, if the price touch the circle and get support, turn upward again. Actually, you can buy back again. You can buy back again here. If you try to buy here, it drop first, you stop loss. Not a big deal, right? Because we are not pursuing 100% accuracy rate. We are pursuing profit and high success rate. So after it gets support at red circle, and the purple line is within the red bar again. The means the big boys, the red bar increase to be higher than the purple line. So it will be the beginning of a rally. Okay, you see, you can catch this rally here. Okay, so you calculate roughly, that's 8%. Even if you sell after the white circle, because the first white circle day, that's a big drop. That day, it dropped by 3%, right? It dropped by 3%, but you still can secure 8% of profit if you follow the trading system. Okay, so after that, until now, the price is still in correction, right? For short term, it's in correction, and now it's at the support of the yellow lines. So what if in future the circle turn red again? Of course, you can try again, right? You can try based on the trading principles. We need to wait for the red circle, and after that, we need a confirmation. Once we get confirmation, we can try. If it failed, we stop loss. If it doesn't fail, it continue going up, then we make money. That's simple. It's as simple as that. Okay, so this is one stock, and actually last Friday when I was checking the US market performance, I saw or I noticed a sector which is quite interesting, and it seems like this sector turns quite bullish, quite strong recently. This is the sector called gambling and casino, resorts and casino and gambling. So and I was wondering why. And then I think that maybe because when the world becomes more uncertain and people feel not safe, because maybe many people have lost their jobs, and many people cannot earn as much money as before the COVID-19, right? So the economy also seriously damaged. So the more uncertainty people are filled, then the stronger the stronger desire people have to make profit. So what can make profit? Maybe stock market investment, this kind of investment. And the other thing is gambling, casino. So I realized I checked some individual stocks, US individual stocks in this sector. For example, I show you several MGM. MGM. This stock is the sector it belongs to is resorts and casino. Resorts and casino. Oh, it's not this one. MGM, US stock, not Hong Kong. MGM, yeah. MGM Resorts International. You see, this is the first red circle, right? But the problem is this one is still around the white lines of homely rainbow. So white lines here is strong resistance, and also the previous yellow Tai Chi signal, right? But what if the price can break up the high price of the first red circle candle? So it will be above the yellow line, the white lines of rainbow, and also I believe the purple line will turn direction from downward to upward. So this one you can monitor, especially for homely members. If you're a homely member, you can monitor this one with the software indicator. If you're not yet homely member, you can discuss with me privately, okay? And this is one, and there's another BYD. It's also in the resorts and casino sector. BYD, Gaming Corporation. See, this one already in uptrend, right? Already in uptrend. So this is the first red circle, last Friday, first red circle. And I have got several other CHDN. Churchill Downs Incorporated. This one belongs to the gambling sector. It's gambling sector, you see. First red circle, and price break up the yellow lines of homely rainbow. It also may have potentiality. But I'm not saying that this share must go up in near future. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is it may have a potentiality. You follow the software, the indicators, then your success rate can be high. But it's not 100%. Okay? And GDEN. This one, Golden Entertainment. This also belongs to the resorts and casinos. See? Okay, so for this one, it's not the first red circle, but we see after the first red circle here, the price didn't really give us the confirmation to buy, right? We don't have the confirmation until last Friday. It seems like the price about to break up. If tonight it really break up the high of the first red circle, that's the confirmation. But if it didn't break up, then we just stay sidelined, right? We don't enter. We need a confirmation to make a decision to buy, right? But you can monitor. What I mean is you can monitor with the indicators here so that you can always catch the great opportunities and avoid the big risks and can stop loss in time. Okay? Okay, so that's the method I'm sharing with you today, how to deal with the fear and the confusions. First thing is you need to understand the index, where the index is, the position of the index. Okay, so after you know the index, the performance, and what to expect in future for the index, and you will feel less confused and you will feel less fearsome. And for the individual stocks, the best method to avoid to relieve the best method to relieve the fear and the confusion is to stick to the strong stocks. Strong stocks, you need to follow the software indicators. Multicolor dragon, we need the big boys, more than 50% strong. We need the price in uptrend, price above the white lines of homely rainbow. Also, we need a proper entry point based on the red and white circle. Okay, so that's what I'm sharing with you today. And now it's the time for individual stock diagnosis. Okay, I already see one stock you want to diagnose, right? So it's I07. How about the others? Do you have some other stocks to check? You want to check? I apart from I07. Okay, so apart from I07, do you have some other one, some other stocks? Let's check I07 first. Okay, so for I07, this price, the stock, the price is around 40 cents, right? So 40 cents, the first recycle is 15th September. After that, we don't really have the confirmation until 23rd September. So 23rd September is the confirmation. The close price higher than the high price of the first recycle candle. That should be a short-term buy point. But we see the upward momentum is not that strong because the big boys is just around 25%, above 25%, but less than 50. So today we see the retailers disappear already, right? So retailers disappear already, that's a good sign. So if retailers disappear, we have a higher probability the price might go up at a faster speed. The buy point is 23rd September. Okay, the buy point is 23rd 23rd of September based on the software, the indicators. Okay, so the second one to diagnose is Malaysia stock VS industry. VS industry, right? This friend who want to diagnose VS industry, have you bought or you looking to buy, and also you want to diagnose INNOVIO, right? So have you bought them or you are trying to buy, or maybe you let me know more details. You can let me know more details because for those who are looking to buy and those who have already bought, the strategies to take might be different. Yeah, the strategy to take might be different. Let me change to Malaysia market first because for Malaysia we can check the real-time chart to see the latest performance. Okay, so want to buy, right? So want to buy. Uh, Let me check VS whether to buy, right? So VS industry 6963. Is it? Yeah, 69663. Yeah. Wow, this is a strong stock. Yeah, this is a very good stock to monitor. And this is last Friday, right? So 25th, last Friday, that's the first recycle. And then today the buy point confirmed. Yeah, this is a confirmed buy point. Okay, so you buy based on the trading system here. The success rate is very high, but I'm not saying that it must go up a lot in near future. Maybe it failed. If it failed, then the indicator will tell you a turn to Y circle. You need to stop loss. But success rate is very high. Based on the system here, that's a buy point. It's a confirmed buy point. So considering you have picked so strong stock, are you homely member? Maybe I think if you can pick up so strong stock with so much big boys taking control, it's already around 75, above 75%, and it happens to be the first recycle. I'm thinking that, wow, are you homely member? Maybe you can talk with me privately. But I think maybe you're a Homely member already. If you are not Homely member, you also can talk with me privately. I can share with you more details. Okay. And the other one is INNOVIO. INNOVIO. Is it Nasdaq? I think it's INNOVIVA, right? We because I cannot find INNOVIO. I can only find INNOVIVA. Yes, right? Okay. Wow. You can check yourself. Yeah, I think well if for the Malaysia stock you have found so strong one, but for US this one I think you can tell the difference, the sharp contrast yourself, right? INOVIO. INOVIO. Oh, okay. So this one previously we mentioned this one because that's when we have the uh blue Tai Chi signal, right? So for INO, we have talked about INO because of the blue Tai Chi. Previously, the blue Tai Chi at the support of the white lines of Homely Rainbow, we say that if the price break up the high price of the blue candle here, that's a bottom catch signal, right? So bottom catch signal means you have bought on 15th September. Based on the system, your buy point is 15th September, right? After 15th September, until now, it's still in uptrend, but sideways. But now we don't have buy points. We don't have buy point for this one. So if you have bought, you keep holding until if in future we have a Y circle, first Y circle, consider to sell for short term. If it can continue going up, you can just keep holding. But we definitely will not chase after this rally. After the price already gone up so much, we don't want to chase after it. We need to wait for another entry point. And at the same time, we also need the retailers continue decreasing. Currently, retailers still around 50%. Still around 50%. So need to monitor. If you have bought based on the previous blue Tai Chi signal to do the bottom catch, you can keep holding now. But if you didn't buy, better not to buy until you are quite safe. Now it's not the best timing to buy, right? It's not the best timing. Okay, so some other stock? Do you have some other stock to check? Okay, so if no stock, no more stocks to check, then we will call it a day today. Okay, so looking forward seeing you tomorrow. And in the end, I still need to uh need to mention that if you feel this channel the video is helpful, feel free to share with your friends. Okay, and tell your friends to subscribe to the channel and to turn on the bell and choose the option all. Okay, so your encouragement will be my biggest motivation. Thanks. Looking forward seeing you tomorrow. Bye bye.